The rebirth of Seoul as the capital of Joseon. Joseon's use of topography to build Hanyangdoseong, Seoul City Wall. Hanyangdoseong of the Joseon dynasty stretches some 18 kilometers linking 4 mountains, including Baegak to the north, Bugaksan Mountain, 340 meters, Naksan Mountain, 125 meters to the east, Momyoksan Mountain, 265 meters to the south, and Inwangsan Mountain, 338 meters to the west. These 4 mountains are within 2 kilometers of Jeonggak. The fortress wall stretches from Eungbong and Naksan Mountain to Hungin-mun on the east and Inwangsan Mountain, to Dongdaemun via Seungnaemun, and Namsan Mountain on the west. Also, the water originated from mountains where the fortress wall joined Cheonggyecheon, penetrating the capital to later meet the Hangang River via the Chungyangcheon. Hanyangdoseong was built by 3 kings of the Joseon dynasty: King Taejo, King Sejong, and King Sukjong. During the reign of King Taejo, the construction of the fortress wall was undertaken twice. The first stage construction continued for 49 days from January 9th to February 28th, 1396. Construction workers were mobilized from Gyeongsang-do, Jeollado, and Gangwon-do. The whole construction site was divided into 97 zones, and each zone was subdivided into 6 sections. Hanyangdoseong is engraved with the names of the persons in charge of each zone and the regions they were from, such as Gyeongju, Seongju, Bongsan, Soheung, and the like. The second stage construction also took place for 49 days from August 6th to September 24th, 1396. The workforce was drafted from Gyeongsang-do, Jeollado, and Gangwon-do. At first, the fortress wall was built with earth mixed with stones, but some portions of it crumbled and had to be rebuilt during the agricultural slack season. Some Chinese words such as hamyol and buwan still remain on the wall built during this period. During the reign of King Taejo, however, Hanyangdoseong was completed rather hastily, without a solid foundation to coincide with the founding of the Joseon dynasty, and consequently, roughly 1/2 of it crumbled after 20 years. King Sejong launched the Fortress Wall Reconstruction Office for full-scale maintenance of the fortress wall. The earth wall from Hungin-mun to Namso-mun, and that from Chamdu-bong in Namsan Mountain and Ingwansan Mountain were replaced with stone walls. Later, the fortress wall was maintained and repaired under the supervision of the Ministry of Military Affairs, Byongjo, the Ministry of Public Works, Gongjo, and the Office of Disaster Prevention, Geumhwa-dogam. Having suffered from major wars, including the Japanese invasion of 1592 and the Manchu invasion of 1636, Byongja-horan, Seoul was viewed as an unsafe place. As the king escaped from the capital when wars broke out, people living in Hanyangdoseong packed their belongings to flee to other places for safety, even when only trivial incidents occurred. Realizing that repair of the Hanyangdoseong should take precedence over the construction of Bukhansansong, King Sukjong launched the full-scale repair of Hanyangdoseong from June 1705, 31st year of King Sukjong's reign, to 1709, to instill in his people a sense of safety and security. Hanyangdoseong had 4 main gates, including Hungin-mun, Doni-mun, Seungnaemun, and Sukcheong-mun, and 4 small gates, including Heunghwa-mun, Sodong-mun, Gwanghee-mun, and Cheonggi-mun. These gates were equipped with gate towers and pillars called Heungye, and named by Jeongdo-jeon, who reflected Confucian political ideology in the naming of the gates. Hanyangdoseong carried significant meanings both internally and externally. While it symbolized national security, protecting the capital from enemies' attacks and safeguarding sovereignty, it also contributed to the stability of the social class system, and the ruling system internally by showcasing royal authority and national dignity. Although Hanyangdoseong did not fulfill its function during the Japanese invasion of 1592 and the Manchu invasion of 1636, it is nevertheless an invaluable cultural heritage that reflects the spirit and patriotism of our Korean ancestors. Seoul City is now carrying out various projects to restore the wall and the gates that were destroyed and lost as a result of the long periods of wars and adversity.